derived from THC. The formula for it is C21H30O2, also known as tetrahydrocannabinol. Its molar mass is 314.469 grams per mole. I put the boiling point there.
What are the odds that its boiling point and molar mass are exactly the same? That's so strange.
I don't know.
Just an utter coincidence, but it's very strange.
And so THC is the main chemical found in marijuana, which is dried leaves from the cannabis plant. So THC is marijuana is the dried leaves, and THC is the main chemical within it, the psychoactive chemical. There's a lot of common names, but the most common are probably weed, pot, 420, dope, and I think grass was also a pretty common one.
What are we in what is it, the 60s? Mary Jane.
This is how it looks. So it's a psychoactive drug, and so it's a chemical that changes brain function, which alters moods and perception. It's been said that marijuana can soothe anxiety, reduce epileptic seizures, soothe nausea, as well as increase appetite. And I don't have it up there, but I also read that it could slow the progression of Alzheimer's, because THC, it says, slows the formation of amyloid plaques by blocking the enzyme in the brain that makes them. These plaques are what kill brain cells and cause Alzheimer's. I also didn't write down how it's taken. It can be smoked or rolled into blunts and smoked, or it can be inhaled through pipes or water pipes, pipes with water known as bongs, or a vaporizer, or vaporizers, or yeah, unless there's any of them. History: marijuana is one of the oldest psychoactive drugs that is still currently active. The first direct reference to a cannabis product dates way back to 2737. I forgot to.
BC.
Yeah, BC. In the writings of the Chinese Emperor Shen Nong. In 1545, the Spanish brought marijuana to the New World. The English introduced it to Jamestown in 1611. From 1850 to 1942, marijuana was prescribed for various conditions resulting from labor pains. And currently, 4 states have made medical and recreational use legal. And those states were Colorado, Alaska, California, and there's one more.
There's another one.
I have it. For pharmacodynamics, the branch of pharmacology concerned, or the definition is the branch of pharmacology concerned with the effects of drugs and the mechanism of their action.
Is it Oregon? I think it's Oregon.
I have it.
It might be Oregon.
I'm sorry?
It might be Oregon.
Oregon?
I think Oregon is the other one. Maybe Washington. It's Washington or Oregon.
That's what I think it's Washington.
Maybe it's Washington. Or is it DC? No, it's not DC. Maybe it is DC. I knew the other 3. I think it's Washington too.
Cannabis exerts its effects by activating the cannabinoid receptors of the endocannabinoid system. And pharmacokinetics, psychoactive drugs such as marijuana or the plant cannabis are generally lipophilic and what is it?
No, Washington is definitely also.
Pennsylvania became the latest state to legalize medical marijuana.
That's new though. Washington though is too, because I
How
knew
recent is that?
one of my students went to Seattle.
Washington, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Colorado,
And I was like,
Washington.
hey, now I know why you went to Seattle.
Nevada.
I bet it's not Utah.
DC, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Enabling them to readily cross the blood-brain or other cellular barriers. Not until the end of the 20th century was the specific mechanism of action of THC at the neuronal level studied. Researchers have subsequently confirmed that THC exerts its most prominent effects via its actions on 2 types of cannabinoid receptors, the CB1 and CB2 receptors. The CB1 receptors are located in the brain, and the CB2 receptors are mostly found in peripheral tissues.